Hi everybody. It's Saturday, October the 11th. It's 6:30 p.m. I'm getting my video out a little late. I'm here. No Rapture has happened. Also, no Rapture event, so we're still waiting. I want to read something really quick because help the new Christians, because we're having the move of God is going out through the whole planet. I mean, they're even in Nigeria, they just murdered more Christians. They beheaded more Christians. They burned alive more Christians. Then they burnt down their church. I mean, exactly what Revelation said. There will be martyrs in the end times. I'm not going to tell you that the tribulation is happening now. Okay? I'm not going to tell you when it's going to start. But I am telling you the stuff in Revelations is happening now. They're not telling it's even happening in America. Okay? But where the Muslims have the foothold, it is happening just the way the book is said. Okay? And it's happening, okay? Even in areas where they would say, well, there's no beheading happening in America yet. Well, there was a beheading in Texas. Okay? There has been beheadings. There has been attacks on Christians and the burning down of their churches. But is it happening on the level of Revelations? Well, Dearborn, Michigan, they do that thing where that Muslim singing goes out. And you can't be, even the white cops, they have that Muslim writing, that culture's writing on our American police officers now. It's written in American and in their language. Is that, well, that's not beheading. Well, that's the beginning of the takeover. Dearborn's already taken over. You can't be a Christian and not get arrested trying to hand out pamphlets. So, my whole point of this is wars of rumors of wars, nations fighting against nations, kingdoms against kingdoms. It's already happening. Well, there's always been wars. The world is at war now. Okay? You're not just Ukraine, all of NATO. NATO is battling Russia right now. Well, America's NATO. France is NATO, yes. Ukraine would fall if we didn't send them the instruments of war. They would fall. So we're fighting, NATO is fighting Russia through Ukraine. The same way a mob boss is committing all the crimes, even though he never left his mansion, he's ordering and sending out the money for to keep the crimes going. He's responsible for everything. Whether now America is battling the cartels, we've declared them terrorists, and now we're at war with a whole Venezuela, because the Venezuela has been taken over by a giant mob boss. Well, it's Venezuela. How can we... If New York was taken over by the mob boss, it's not really New York anymore. It's a crime syndicate. And that's happening all over America. We have Muslim mayors now. Even in their speeches saying, we're not doing this for the Americans. We're not doing this for the people in America. We're doing this for, and they shout out where they come from, their country. How are we letting them? How are we not arresting them or taking? You know what I'm saying? So my whole point is, don't wait for the tribulation. And I'm not going to declare that we're in it, but the acts of the tribulation are now. You're in it now. You're in it. You're in it. It's bad. It's bad. That's why we're always saying, that's why my video every Saturday, Rapture update, I'm still here. Rapture update, I'm still here. Rapture update, I'm here, and everyone else went. The rapture happened. Or my video stopped. And where's this video? Where's this video? Where this was his update video. He hasn't been doing it, and that event happened. He's gone. You know what I'm saying? It happened. But not only is this video for that, it's also, wake up, guys. The martyrdom is happening worldwide. If it's not happening by a Muslim, it's happening by a woke community like Charlie Kirk. It's happening by the martyrdom is already happening by the side of the devil. What's the side of the devil? Anyone who teaches or does what this Bible says not to do. You do it and teach it, or you just teach it, you're on the side of the devil. The King James Bible. So, well, Charlie Kirk was martyred. Yes, he was. He wasn't martyred or beheaded by Muslims. No. But there's no difference between the word Muslim and LGBT community. Those two fractions have nothing to do with Jesus Christ, and they teach the opposite of Jesus Christ. They teach you to do what Jesus Christ said not to do. So yes, the devil is killing off the Christians worldwide now already. And yes, the whole world is at war now. Not only. So let's just move on. So wake up. So it's a wake up for those people who are still in denial. It's a wake up for all those mockers, especially the ones that have mocked the rapture. Oh, it didn't happen. He's a false prophet. How dare you call that man a false prophet? Well, is he a false prophet, Vince? I have no idea whether that man heard from God or not. But I'll tell you this. Jonah heard from God, and God told him, go to Nineveh. And Jonah said no, and even fought not to. And the Lord put him in the belly of a fish for 3 days. He wasn't in there live. He suffocated to death. And then was brought back and vomited out. And the Lord said, you're gonna do it. And he did it. And did the Lord destroy Nineveh? No, he did not. Was Jonah a false prophet? No. He was an obedient one. Not at first he wasn't obedient, but then finally he got in line. Okay, that sucked. That sucked, suffocating to death in the belly of a fish. All right, let's do it. I'll do it. So no, Jonah wasn't a false prophet, but what he prophesied did not happen. So none of you guys are getting it. The Lord does things to further the kingdom of heaven and test people. And everyone who mocked that man, you have showed who you really are. You have showed you showed, I really am not part of the Bible. I am part of the Muslims. I'm part of the LGBT, and let's mock the Christians. And those who call themselves Christians, you show that you don't know your Bible. Because you wouldn't have mocked Jonah. Maybe you would have. But not right now. You're calling Jonah a false prophet if you're calling Joseph a false prophet. None of you guys are reading. And that's the point of the teaching today. Listen to this. Matthew chapter 7. We're going to start at verse 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works. So these are people who called themselves children of God. Okay? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Jesus is telling them this. Their breath is gone. There's no more grace or mercy. It's judgment time for them. You're either going to heaven or you're going to hell. There, he says, and then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them, I will liken unto him a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon sand. You ever go to the beach? Is it like walking on concrete? Is it like walking on pavement? No. The sand gives, and you sink into it. You lose your balance walking on sand at the beach. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. Listen to what he said. So everyone that out there that's calling Joseph a false prophet, who does not have the gift of God, who can read minds, and who wasn't in the room when it happened, when Jesus did or did not talk to that man, or when it can read his mind and his heart, when that man did or did not decide to deceive in his heart the world. You don't have that ability. So every Christian who mocked that man did not the will of the Father. No, he didn't. As a matter of fact, accusing brethren, Christian brethren or brethren of God, is an abomination to the Lord. You're not doing the will of the Father. Read it again. This is for all the new Christians, because a lot of people are bad examples. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he said, but, right here he's telling you, the only people that are going to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. And he gives an example of all the people that thought they were Christians or called themselves Christians. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? Laid hands on people and prayed. Sure, we've done all that. But he that doeth the will of my Father, it's obedience to the commandments in this book. It's not a religion, it's a way of life. Religion is Sunday. Religion is going and doing religious things like giving my tithes every Sunday. Being happy and hugging people like on Sunday. But the Lord said this is the way we live every day. It's not a religion, it's a lifestyle. Christians do not those things. So all these people who prophesied in his name, and in thy name cast out devils, and in thy name done wonderful works, like giving to the poor. Lord, Jesus said, why do you call me Lord, and you do nothing that I say? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are the Gospels of Jesus Christ. Read them. Know them. He's very detailed on what you're not supposed to be doing. LGBT community, you're going to stand, all the people that go to church in the LBG community, all you gay pastors, you're going to go and say, Lord, Lord, didn't I prophesy? Didn't I cast out demons? Didn't I put my hands? You led hundreds of people into a way I was very clear that it was so bad. I made it so clear that I destroyed 2 nations and made the story of Sodom and Gomorrah a worldwide, a household worldwide story. And you taught them to do it. See what I'm saying? It's not religion, it's obedience. And then I will profess. Then he tells them, depart from me, ye who work iniquity. Iniquity is everything that Jesus said not to be part of. Fornicating. Lord, I'm a pastor. I did this and that. Yes. How's your girlfriend? You've had like 7 girlfriends and you've had sex with all of them the whole time you were a pastor at that church. See what I'm saying? It's not a religion. Religion is like going to your job. You can change religions and go by changing jobs. Go to a different job. Go to a different job. Go to religion. Be a Christian. Be a Catholic. Be a Muslim. Be all these religions. It's not a religion. It's a lifestyle. And the only lifestyle that should have ever existed. The only options we should have ever had in heaven before the fall of Adam and Eve. So everyone, and then Jesus even clarifies this. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, Jesus, this is his Sermon on the Mount. So he goes and he tells you everything that you're supposed to do. And when you hold the King James Bible, you're holding Jesus Christ in your hand. For the Word was made flesh. So you read this whole Bible, but really study the King James Bible, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Gospels of Jesus' own words. And he says, therefore, whosoever will hear these sayings of mine, and doeth them. So he said up here, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father in heaven. And right here he even clarifies this. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, and Jesus said, my sayings are not mine. My sayings come from the Father. I repeat what he's telling me. So the will of the Father, whoever does the will of the Father and doeth them, I will liken unto him as a wise man, which built his house on rock. So go stand on a rock, build a house on it, nothing but rock, and the rain will come and the wind will blow, but that house will be firmly placed on that rock, and it's not going to move. But him that doesn't do the same, what Jesus says to do in this Bible, you're like a man who built his house on the beach, on that sand. And when the oceans and the waters came and the rain fell and the wind blew, the sand shifted and that house crumbled. You can't be religious. You have to be obedient. To all the new Christians worldwide that are coming into the fold. Because even my brothers, still after, did we go on that rapture? No. October 6th and 7th, the true September 23rd and 24th came. And we're still here. Did that make that man a false prophet? No. 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 Because Jonah was told by God that he was going to destroy Nineveh. And was Nineveh destroyed? No. No. Did that make Jonah a false prophet? No. No. So what on earth would possess any other so-called Christian of my brothers of mine out there to call another brother false without the ability to read the hearts of men and minds like God? Was it a test to see who was really obedient? Who was going to mock that man? Because I'll tell you, if we were in the back of Jonah days and that was a test, all the people that mocked Jonah failed. In Jesus' name, it's not religion, it's obedience. I love all of you. See you next Saturday.